Do you know that establishing a routine helps us in the grieving process? Because when we talk about routines, to establish one, generally we talk about being productive. And yes, it helps us definitely with productivity. However, when we are talking about our grieving process, it can help us tremendously. Because when we create a routine, it becomes like a ritual. Hello, I'm Ligia Houben, thanatologist and grief specialist. In this episode, I want to share something very sacred with you. 5 years ago, I lost my beloved mother, my beloved centenarian mother, and I was very close to her. And I felt myself being overwhelmed by grief. You know, it's like when it's so hard to take that first step after losing a loved one. Has it ever happened to you? It happened to me. And because this is what I do, I help the bereaved, the griever, and I wanted to help myself as well. How to continue living my grief and living life at the same time. I wanted to create something that would help me. And this is what I want to share with you from my heart to yours because it helped me and I hope it helps you as well. My routine slash ritual consisted of 5 steps. Step number 1, prayer and spiritual connection. And I want to start talking about prayer, the power of prayer, because we know that there are so many studies about this, that how it helps us to pray. It helps us emotionally, mentally, and physically. Because when we establish that connection, body, mind, spirit, it makes us feel good. If you do not believe in prayer, then we go into connection, the spiritual connection with your loved one. Of course, if you are praying, of course you have that connection. However, you can also establish that spiritual connection doing different things. And I want to suggest this to you. To leave a table, you can have like a small table, either in your room, your house, and there you can create a ritual with your loved one every single morning. You can, light a candle next to their picture and have a moment when you talk to them. Actually, you can even pray to them that way. And you have that connection that is so from the soul, that helps us to start the day in that at that level because it's very spiritual. So that is something that helped me to start off my day. Now, the second step is journaling. I talk about journaling a lot. And why? Because it helps us. We transfer all our emotions to the paper. Actually, what we do is we transfer our thoughts, which cause our emotions, to the paper. It's like kind of downloading, right? When we do it from the computer, from the phone, downloading all those emotions, all those thoughts that we carry in your mind, in our minds, we put it on the paper, and it does help us. Have you ever journaled? Maybe you do it already. Well, now you could have that journaling practice into your routine, into your daily routine. If you are not journaling yet, I highly suggest you do it. At least give it a try. Also, for journaling, it's not that you have to write pages after pages. No, a paragraph if you want to start, half a page. And then once you get into the practice and you realize like, wow, this is helping me, you will want to continue. Something else that you can do also is writing a letter to your loved one. I did that so much the beginning after losing my mom. Well, I still do. The thing is that the type of letter, the emotions that you just transfer to those letters, they change. They change from the acute stage when we're just starting our grieving process, and then we continue because the connection never ends. The connection with our loved one never ends. We don't want to end that. So we continue doing all these things when we are writing, and you'll notice how it can help you. So you do it in the morning, and if by any chance you want to do it also at night, of course you can do that. Because some clients have asked me that. Ligia, can I do it also at night? Of course you can. You could do it if you want also at noon. It doesn't matter. The thing is for you to create the practice and then to feel the benefits. Now, step number 3 is about movement. Yes, to move our body. Because it's been said that when we change our physical state, we change our emotional state. And this is something that helped me tremendously. And well, actually, I want to say something. And I always say this, I say it to my clients, I say it when I do the seminars. Every time that I suggest, that I mention that exercise can help us, I always recommend to check with your doctor because every person is different and I don't know your story. So you always want to have that green light, to do a type of exercise. You may want to have, something soft movements. You may want to do some yoga. You may want to start walking around the block, something that is not strenuous if you don't feel that your energy level is too high. But whatever you do, it can help you. Walking is great. If you have that energy to go running, having a good run can be fantastic. So now moving your body can help you feel better because, again, the body, mind, and spirit connection. Okay? So that was step number 3. Now, step number 4, meditation. Yes, meditating helps us to connect with our essence, to just go deeper. We go deeper, we connect with who we are. And the beauty is that it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You don't have to go into meditating half an hour, an hour. No, just few minutes. You can start with that. And then once you find that that's something that resonates with you, you may want to add more minutes. You can start by downloading apps. There's one called Calm, it's wonderful. Another one is Insight Timer, fantastic as well. You can watch YouTube videos. There they have guided meditation videos where you can also sit. You can even be watching the screen because they have beautiful scenery to help you relax. Remember that you do not have to have your mind in blank, that no thoughts. Thoughts come in and out. That's okay. You pay attention again to your breath, or you can just imagine the thought moving like a passing cloud in a beautiful blue sky. Okay? And then you connect again with your essence. Meditation can help you a lot because it can also help, besides your mental health and emotional health, it can also help your physical health. Okay? So that was number 4. And now we go to step number 5, creative connection, to do something creative that you can express all those emotions. We talk even about art therapy because when we can express our emotions through something we do, that's amazing. People use painting to express how they feel, different emotions. Also, sculpture, when you do some sculpting, also can help you. And in my case, it's writing. I'm a writer, and writing for me is that way, to express. I remember that after my mother died, I was keeping a journal, and even before she died, I was keeping a journal, and then after, and I was started to write the book, allow me to live my grief and heal from the inside out. That was the beginning, the first pages. And what I realized was that I needed something else to connect with her in a creative way. And what I did was I wrote her biography. My mom, her first, her best motto, when she would say something to someone that would come to her, worried or sad, whatever, she would say, hearts up, like that. In Spanish, arriba corazones. And that's the title of the book. Hearts up, well, it is in Spanish, arriba corazones, and it's celebrating her life, no? In Spanish, I'll say the name, arriba corazones, celebrando la vida de mi madre centenaria. When I wrote that book, that was so healing because that was my way of expressing and keeping the connection, no? Creative connection every single day after I did my prayer, after I did the journaling, the walking, going on elliptical, that was great for me, and doing meditation. I would just go to the on the computer, turn it on, and started writing. That was so special. I loved doing that because that was that part of my life and my day that helped me kept that connection. Doing that routine every day gave me so much structure and helped me tremendously, helped me so deep to heal. It did help me heal from the inside out. That's why I am sharing this with you, because I hope that this can help you also in your grieving and healing process. If you have liked this message that I've shared with you, I would totally appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel, if you give a like, and also to leave a comment. Because what I want to do is also to bring topics, to talk about topics that can help you. So if you share that in the comments, I would totally appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next episode. From my heart to yours.